All right, so here is letter B. Go ahead and write down your information. We're going to do the same thing that we did in the last one, but we're given different parts this time. In this case, we're given the vertices and the focus points. Your goal is still the same. Got to find your center, got to find your A and your B so you can write your equation. So once you've written this down, the next thing you want to do is plot your points because you want to see if you have a vertical or horizontal ellipse. Now, before you do that, let me just remind you, the cool thing about the ellipse is that the major parts that we're talking about, they lie on the same line. So if you don't want to count, because I know that I think I'm off one on part A for my B. But if you don't want to count, y'all, you can just look at your points and the numbers that are different, you just subtract. And that tells you your distance. Okay, you just subtract them, and that tells you the distance between the 2 points. But it's really up to you. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot these points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's at -5. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is at 9. So I've got a vertices up here, and then a vertices down here. There's my -1, all right? So there's my vertices. Now again, I can tell just by seeing these 2 points, the way that they're located or positioned, this is a vertical ellipse, okay? The direction of your vertices will tell you the direction of your ellipse. So since these are lined up vertically, y'all, that's gonna be a vertical ellipse, okay? Go ahead and plot your focus points. So that's -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. So that's right here. There's one focus point. And -5, 1 is this focus point. Now, somewhere on this line, in between here is your center. You got to remember the information you know. The distance from the center to the V is your A. What's the distance from the focus to the center? That's your C. So we're not given a B in this case, but that's okay because I showed you how to find, you know how to find B. I will go over it in a minute. So where we want to start, it's really up to you. I know that in between these 2 focus points is my center. The distance between this focus point to the bottom focus point is 6. I can get that from counting down. There's 6 units here, or 7 minus 1 is 6. So if my focus points have a distance of 6, that means that my center has to be in the middle between those 2. All right? So if my center is in the middle, 1, 2, 3, my center would be right about there. So my center, y'all, the coordinates are -5, 4. There's my center. Just using the information I gave, some minor arithmetic. Now, what is the distance from the focus point to the center? Hopefully you will say 3. And what do we notate the distance from the focus to the center? What letter is it, A, B, or C? Hopefully you're saying C. So my C is 3. I know that C is not part of the equation, but we'll use the C. Don't worry. Now, if I have my center, I know that the center to the vertex is my A. Well, if I want to know what my A is, I can just count. Or you can look and see here, well, the distance between vertices is 10. So my center has to be at the halfway point. So my A is 5. Y'all, either way, if you want to count it, count it. If you want to subtract, subtract. Just, don't do what I did over there and make a careless mistake. That's all I'm asking. All right? Now, I know I have my H and K. Check. I've got my A. Check. This is not B, y'all, so don't put something over 9. We need to find B. How do we find B? By using this equation. Remember this? We used it a minute ago to find the distance between our focus points. Well, they gave you the focus points. So now we need to find our B. So it's a plug and chug. You can do it. My B here, if we plug and chug, we'll put a 3 here. And this is going to be 25 minus B squared. The rest is arithmetic. I'm going to square both sides. to get rid of the radical. So that's 9 is equal to 25 minus b squared. 9 minus 25, I think, is 16. Negative 16, but then you would divide both sides. Your b squared is 16. Well, if your b squared is 16, what's your b? Hopefully you said 4. And now you're ready. There's your b. You got your a. You got your center. You know it's a vertical. So let's write it. X plus 5 squared over, if it's vertical, what number? Is it over 16 or over 25? You got to know, because if not, it's wrong, and I'm going to count it wrong. So if it's vertical, the a term is second. So it should be x plus 5 squared over 16 plus y minus 4 squared over, what's my a? 25 equal 1. There's your equation. Okay, I hope this worked out for you. The cool thing about the videos is that if it didn't work out for you, you can always go back and watch them at home. That's what I love about the videos. You have me, I am with you. If you need to watch this a gazillion times, I'm available. And I strongly advise that you do that. If you didn't understand or if I went too fast, you know, because I know that you're working with the class, and you have to go the pace of the class. So if you need to watch this again before the next class, please do so, because you do have homework and you will have a mastery check.